What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Sports Mania. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my Super Bowl 55 preview and prediction. I already did my prediction, but it didn't really come out the way I wanted it to, edited mistakes. So this is going to be my updated preview and prediction. At this moment, it is 3 days till the Super Bowl. I got our little mini helmets. And we're going to be having 4 segments in this video. The first segment is going to be recap of both teams' AFC and NFC Championships. Second segment will be on paper, what team is better. Third segment will be key matchups. And fourth segment will be the final prediction. So let's get right into it. So first, we're going to be doing the recaps. Last week, the Bills, or 2 weeks ago, the Bills took a very pounding loss to the Chiefs. 38-24, I think. But the Chiefs just absolutely destroyed their hopes and Bills fans' hopes. Patrick Mahomes did very well that game, and then Josh Allen had a great game as well. But he was running all over the place and he was carrying that team. It just wasn't enough, and the Chiefs really dominated that game. And then, of course, the Buccaneers defeated the Packers in also a very close game. It was a very close game, unlike the Chiefs game. I enjoyed the Packers-Bucs game a lot more than the Chiefs game. I watched more of the Packers game than the Bills game. But Tom Brady didn't really protect the football that well that game. 3 interceptions, did throw 3 touchdowns. 2 of the interceptions were because of Mike Evans' butterfingers. And then it was still a very good game. Patrick Mahomes, 325 yards, 3 touchdowns in the Bills game. Tyreek Hill had 9 catches for 172 yards. Kelsey had 13 catches, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Frank Clark, a big part of that defense, with 2 sacks. One great game and 1 blowout. And now we're going to be getting on paper, what team is better. So our next segment is what team is better on paper. On paper, I think both teams are very good. I mean, we all know both great quarterbacks, both great receiving games, decent running games, and decent defenses. But on paper, we're going to be going over each position. Quarterback, I think. So start with quarterback. Quarterback, I think the Chiefs have the upper hand. I think Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady in this day of time. Not in history, of course, but right now, Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady. The run game, I really think Fournette and Jones have played better than Hilaire, Bell, and Darrell Williams. And then the receiving game, I think I'm going to have to give it to the Buccaneers on this one. Tyreek Hill has been phenomenal, but the rest of the receiving game hasn't been that good. I think Tyreek Hill is better than Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, but I don't think together, I think the receiving game is better. Chiefs, better tight end. Buccaneers, better linebackers. Chiefs, better defensive line. Buccaneers, better cornerbacks. Chiefs, better safeties. Chiefs at safety have Dirty Dan, Daniel Sorensen, and Tyrann Mathieu. Buccaneers on corners, of course, they have Bunton, Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis. Linebacker, of course, Bucs have the best linebacker game in the league. Chiefs have Frank Clark and Chris Jones, I think, are very good together. But on paper, I think I got to give it to the Buccaneers. I think when you look at the original football game, the Buccaneers have the better team. They have an upper hand at most of the positions. Chiefs have some positions like quarterback, tight end, D-line, safety. But I think the Buccaneers on paper are the better team. I think by far this season the Chiefs have played better, but I think the Buccaneers are on paper the better team that may have not performed as well as they actually are, how good they are, I should say. But I think now let's get into key matchups. So now now for the key matchups, I have 4. Usually when you do key matchups, you only have 3, but I have 4. So my first one is going to be, I'm going to be doing the corner. It's mainly Bucs defense versus Chiefs offense, and that is the key to the game. The key to the game is, can the Bucs shut down the Chiefs? Because I'm not going to predict, but I am 90% sure that the Buccaneers can get past the Chiefs defense. The Buccaneers offense can get past the Chiefs defense. But my question is, can the Buccaneers stop the Chiefs offense? And my first matchup, I'm going to have to go with Lavonte David, an all-pro linebacker, very good in coverage, against Travis Kelce. I know we could really be seeing Devin White on Travis Kelce a lot of the game, but I think Lavonte David, he's the leader of the defense. He's going to be guarding their main weapon, and I really think the Bucs are going to believe in David to guard Kelce more than Devin White. And if they can limit Travis Kelce, I think it's going to be a game dependent on Tyreek Hill. And if they can stop Travis Kelce, they're just going to they can just double Tyreek Hill, because you can't depend on Sammy Watkins and Demarcus Robinson to make big plays in this big of a game. So definitely Lavonte David shutting down Kelce would be huge for them. If they can't, the Buccaneers will have a problem. My next one is Carlton Davis on Tyreek Hill. A lot of people are questioning if Carlton Davis will even guard Tyreek Hill. Well, the people who think it's going to be Jamel Dean and Sean Murphy-Bunting, I don't think so. I think it's going to be Carlton Davis. I think Carlton Davis matches against Tyreek Hill the best. I think Jamel Dean is more of a physical threat. And I think Sean Murphy-Bunting's more of a slot cornerback. So I think Carlton Davis on Tyreek Hill. We remember in the last game, Tyreek Hill went off against the Buccaneers, and Carlton Davis wasn't able to stop them. I think the Bucs need to be prepared to stop Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. And I personally think they can stop Travis Kelce, but they need to be able to stop Tyreek Hill to really win this game as well. So I think Carlton Davis will be on Tyreek Hill, so that will be a matchup to watch. The next one is, next I got Ryan Jensen. Oh, I forgot another defensive one for the Bucs. Jason Pierre-Paul, who's been great for the Buccaneers this season, against Mitchell Schwartz. Mitchell Schwartz is an outstanding left tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs. Sometimes they play him at right tackle. And Jason Pierre-Paul has been very good for the Buccaneers. And I think we also could be seeing Shaq Barrett against Mitchell Schwartz, but I think it's going to be more Shaq Barrett on the left side, JPP on the right side. But Jason Pierre-Paul, if they can get to Patrick Mahomes like they did against Rodgers and keep on shutting down Mahomes so Mahomes isn't going to be able to throw the ball away, they're really going to have an advantage this game, because I believe in the Bucs offense. I just don't know if the Bucs defense can stop the Chiefs offense. And Jason Pierre-Paul, he had 2 sacks last week. He had 2 sacks against the Packers. Shaq Barrett had 3. They had 5. Those were the only 2 guys with sacks. So I think JPP on Schwartz will be a key matchup to watch, and also Shaq Barrett on Mitchell Schwartz. And then we got a Bucs offensive one. It's not a receiver, though. It's actually offensive line and defensive line. Ryan Jensen, who's a very underrated center for the Buccaneers, against Chris Jones. I think this is key because if Tom Brady isn't protected, like a lot of the last game he was getting blitzed, and he would just loft the ball up to Evans, and Evans would drop it, or Evans would tip it, and it would be an interception, or it would just straight up be overthrown or underthrown. But Ryan Jensen really needs to step up this game, because I think the Packers have the better D-line than the Chiefs. But really, I think the Packers with Kenny Clark, Zadarius Smith, all those beasts, I think it's better than the Chiefs D-line. But Ryan Jensen still needs to limit Chris Jones. Chris Jones is a beast. If they don't stop Chris Jones, it's really going to be a problem. So Ryan Jensen, the center for the Buccaneers, is going to be huge for this game to stop Chris Jones. Those are my 4 matchups for this game. Now to get to the final prediction, let's get into it. So now for the final prediction of this Super Bowl, the 4th segment and the final segment. I think the winner, I'm not going to do the game yet. We're going to save that for last. We're going to be doing the stat predictions. I started off with the quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, I have thrown 373 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I think will be a very explosive Super Bowl, like Super Bowl 52, the Battle of Foles and Brady, where they both threw a combined yards of 1,000 yards. I think this one could easily have over 800 yards, maybe even 1,000 yards. But I think Mahomes will not get the 400-yard mark. I think if they can stop Kelce, Hill's not getting 300 yards this game. So I think definitely Mahomes will have an outstanding game. Tom Brady is having less touchdown, a worse game, 358 yards, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. I think both teams will be relying on their receivers this game. I don't think the tight end will be a big part of this game just because the linebacker game's been great for both teams. Willie Gay can probably guard Gronk, and then Tyrann Mathieu can guard Cameron Brate or whatever else the Bucs have. Next I got Tyreek Hill having 5 catches for 113 yards. I'm going to give him 8 catches for 113 yards. I don't think it's going to be as many yards as last week, but Tyreek Hill is going to get targeted a lot this game. He may not be getting up in the high hundreds for yards, but he's definitely going to be again targeted a lot, and I think he'll be the most targeted player in this game over Mike Evans, Travis Kelce, Chris Godwin. For the other Bucs, I think Chris Godwin was a huge part to last game. 5 catches, 110 yards. I think Mike Evans will have a redemption game, though. I think he'll be getting 6 catches, 8 targets, and he'll be getting 116 yards. And I think Hill will get 2 touchdowns. Evans will get 1 touchdown. And I really think the key to this game is going to be those two. Mike Evans and Tyreek Hill. Mike Evans can't do well. They got to depend on Godwin. And if their receivers don't do well, the Bucs are going to be in trouble. Now for the tight ends, I got Travis Kelce only catching 4 passes this game. But one of them is going to be a deep ball, and he's going to get 4 passes for 48 yards and a touchdown. I think Levante David's a great corner, a great pass coverage linebacker, but at the end of the day, he's a linebacker. A linebacker can't cover a tight end the whole game, especially a guy like Kelce. So I definitely think David could run out of gas a little bit of the game, and they'll have to switch it up with Devin White. I think on the other hand, they're going to get Cameron Brate involved a lot in the red zone this game. I think Cameron Brate will get a touchdown. I think Cameron Brate will actually get 2 touchdowns. I think Cameron Brate will have 5 catches for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. 5 catches, 38 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think he'll be a main factor in the red zone and play action. Now for the defensive side of things, I think Shaq Barrett will actually get 2 sacks this game, and I think Ndamukong Suh will get a sack, and I think Chris Jones will get 1 sack, and then the guy, Frank Clark. I don't know why that. I think he'll get a sack, and then I think Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, will get an interception. The 1 interception on Brady, and then the 1 interception on Mahomes, I think will be taken. The guy guarding Tyreek Hill, Carlton Davis. Now let's get to the score prediction. The winner of this game, I have just kidding. I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 41-38. I really hope you enjoyed this video on Everyday Sports Mania. I had a lot of bold predictions, and tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. I could see the Chiefs winning, but I have to go with the Bucs on this game. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's try to get 10 likes on this video, and we're trying to hit 170 subscribers by the Super Bowl. We're at 168. Let's get there. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.